do have tape. Okay.
Hey, look at that. You're live looking for tape. This is how we start things off tonight, boys and girls. Steve is doing a little creative editing here. A little fashion edit here, if you will. Welcome. While he takes care of that business, this is episode 95 of Slurp Toast, the podcast. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have gotten my DJ voice back. Can you tell?
There we go. Let's check that out.
Nicely done. You've applied pasties generously. Nicely done.
I'll match it. And that way, if I lean back, people are like, what the fuck is that guy wearing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring it, baby. Bring it.
This is episode 95. This is kind of exciting. This is the last milestone before we get to 100, unless we count 99. So I'm excited.
Yeah. Count them all. This last 98 before we get to 99.
Yeah, I know, but anyway. What's going on in your world, my friend?
Okay, my God, they are just all jazzed about Peacemaker. I guess the episode dropped tonight. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about Peacemaker. We'll just jump right into it. Peacemaker is running on.
I've never watched it.
I know, and I'm just going to talk, and you can listen, and that'll be fine. That's the latest thing from James Gunn in the new DC universe. Tonight was episode 7 of 8. So there were about 5. This is season 2. There were about 4.5 episodes of setup of the 7 so far. But the second half of episode 5 and then episode 6 last week was where they dropped the hammer, and then apparently the last 2 are just going to be balls to the wall. So the boys and I are quite enjoying it. In fact, I anticipate someone banging on my door momentarily. But yeah, it's a good watch if you haven't. We got to get you HBO Max, man. I actually started to wear the Peacemaker helmet that I got at Comic-Con, but it's in Connor's room, and I don't want to go in there for my own personal safety, and so I did not. But yeah, Peacemaker is fun, man. I've said before I'm not a fan of John Cena's acting, but this time it works because he's just playing a buffoon. So he's playing to his strengths, I think. Anyway, there's also been rumors.
Yeah, he does. I was going to say, Cena does like lovable, charming goof very, very well.
And that's exactly what Peacemaker is. So it works. Like I said, it plays to his strengths. There have been all sorts of rumors about what might happen. Did you ever see Superman?
Like streaming, they're very weird about what movies you can and can't rent. So I almost bought the video the other night just to watch it.
So
the answer is no, I haven't seen it. I was going to buy the DVD.
There's a little spoilery in the next thing I'm going to say, more for the Peacemaker than the Superman. It's no secret that Nicholas Hoult plays Lex Luthor in Superman. That's
right.
He showed up in episode 6 of Peacemaker last week, which kind of was like, whoa, okay, they really are tying all this together, because I never expected that we would see Lex Luthor in that, but he showed up briefly. So
okay, anyway,
then there have been other rumors that since Peacemaker is one of the old Charlton characters, that some of the other Charlton characters might make an appearance before we're done here, and that would, you know how I feel about the question, so that would not make me unhappy if the question popped up.
If the question
somehow, yeah. So I guess I'll watch it later. Yeah. So anyway, Peacemaker, a lot of fun. If you haven't watched it, like Steve, highly recommend it. You're the test case. Anyway, what else is going on besides the guys in the group blowing up your phone?
That's pretty much it, man. It's been a very, 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 kind of, I don't know, maybe something, there's tides but like nobody at work, everybody's, on edge. You ask what's going on, like, oh, I didn't sleep last night. I'm like, I didn't sleep last night. They didn't sleep last night. And so everybody apparently is just looking to throw down and fight. And I had to have somebody over my shoulder as I wrote a response email to somebody. And I type, and it's like, you've got to take that out. I'm like, I know. And then type. You cannot send that. I know. Type.
Sometimes you just got to get it out of your system.
That's what I said. I go, I've got to get it out. Just let me go. Type, because you will start a fist fight if you send this. I'm like, I will erase this. And I took out like the good parts. I go, how about now?
Took out the good parts. Oh, that's funny.
So, and there they go again.
Uh-oh. So we're getting lots of and you don't have any interest or anything going, so you don't know anything about it, so it's just noise for you, right? Yeah, pretty much. Okay.
Yeah, no, because I think they started talking about doing a buyers group for SDCC this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And it just dovetailed into this, and it's kind of like, holy shit, guys, just relax.
I'm listening. I'm not ignoring you, but I found the thing we were talking about before the show, and I'm trying to set it up now. So that thing. So
okay.
Yeah. So I was running a little late. They decided during my trial period at the radio station, I could do my show and produce it here at home.
Oh, cool.
And so which is fine. It's just then there's the whole extra step of grabbing the music, then cutting the voiceovers, and then putting it all together. And I came in here earlier and I cut all the vocals and I was cutting them in. So I was running a little late getting here. So I apologize. By the way, that started on Monday. That's my new radio show. Getting all the plugs out of the way off the top. We landed on Crossroads. And I should do a QR code for that, but I'll do that some other time. So it's on KWVH 94.3. KWVH.org, Monday nights at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, an hour of blues music curated by yours truly, and you get to listen to this voice again. So if that's something you're interested in, give it a listen. I'd appreciate it. And now I'm done with that. All right. So we talked about Peacemaker, self-editing, and promo for the radio show. And I have I didn't get it uploaded. We'll do it next time. I did update the standings for relegation from the last episode when we discussed relegation, how we would implement it in Major League Baseball. And I did actually, once the season was over on Monday, go into my spreadsheet and throw together the final standings. So that I can probably bring for next time. I won't worry about it tonight. What? So your nest is empty. Mine is full.
So mine is full this weekend. I don't even know why the hell she's home this weekend. she's covering a dance class for a friend of hers who's still here in town.
Okay.
And I'm going to guess that her boyfriend is coming home for the weekend too. I don't know. Certainly not.
Same boyfriend?
Same boyfriend. Yeah. They're like on 2.5 years or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right then.
Yeah. So I think, and I don't know, maybe some of their other friends. All I know is that Kristen's going to be out of town. I'm going to go down to work, so I have multiple computers, reliable internet, and kind of can, do my thing. My office got moved, and so now I've got this room that's slightly bigger than my old one, and I have like a little conference table in there, and I have a little workbench for computers and whatnot in front of my desk.
Was this
where I
a
was.
planned move? Move you
Oh,
wanted to
no,
make?
it's a busy work move. It's like, hey, um, we're going to hire a bunch of people, not in your department, but let's get you moved and out of the line of sight so you can get more done. And
Interesting.
then days, so you're like, whatever. And it's like, so we're going to move you and your team upstairs. And I'm like, okay, my team works with the facilities, the IT, and the new business development, marketing and advertising. And so you're going to take us away from all of those people, put us on another floor by ourselves, completely cut off from the rest of the team. I
That
don't
doesn't
exactly.
sound like a good idea.
Yeah, because I was like, fine, Frank, if we've got a budget, let's do this right. Let's build out offices here. Let's do this. And it's a mezzanine level. So at one point we were going to basically uh, lobby to have business development brought up and then put in a conference room and sort of like a lounge on that mezzanine overlooking the rest of the workflow. Uh,
Nice.
and my idea was then you would have a setting where you could talk to somebody, and then behind you, the backdrop would be the rest of the company working away. But the lounge would have seating along the railing where we could just like look down into the rest of the work of the team. And the idea there was then just to basically sit up there and pretend to talk about everybody and see how long before they force us to come back.
That is a Steven Sprouse special right there.
Yeah.
Poke them till they can't take it anymore.
And then poke them
So,
again just to be sure.
and then poke them for fun because why not?
Yeah, because now we know what buttons to poke.
So you said if we had a budget, we could do this. I take it that didn't get done.
No, because somebody else goes, that he really hates that idea, don't you?
Who hates it?
They said, somebody else intervened and said, he really hates that idea, don't you? Oh, no, he said everything's fine. It's like, are you kidding? You're going to take the IT department away from everybody's computers? Well, that'd be, oh. So anyway, we're back.
Can we install? Can we install some repelling gear because it'll be quicker?
We had ideas to add a staircase, some bat poles, electric scooters.
Well, them all for our bat pole. You know that.
Exactly. A second
Especially if you
elevator.
got the pneumatic one that takes you back up.
Yes, let's do that. So
big pneumatic beanbag.
Yes, pneumatic bean. Was it? We drove by the store, the Love Sack store. Have you ever seen those? They're
Yes.
like they're bean bags, right?
The
So we're sitting there at the light.
Company. God Lord.
Oh, so we're sitting there at the stoplight. I'm like, the Love Sack is a little old bag where you can get your freak on. And Kristen was having none of that because I was like, Love Sack, baby.
Love Sack, baby.
Moan a little louder now. Love Sack, baby, Love Sack. Oh!
The funny part of that is like when we were in college, Matt had a roommate, Lee, and when Lee moved in, he brought his gigantic beanbag. The thing had to be 3x3 or 4x4. It was enormous. And it immediately got nicknamed Fun Island because it just sat right in the middle of the section, between the corners of the sectional, in front of the TV. It was Fun Island.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it was a Love Sack before there was a Love Sack, baby. Yeah. Oh man, wow! I hadn't thought about Fun Island in a long time. I don't have anything written down at all, so we're just gonna freestyle this. And I think in the spirit of that, let's go ahead and talk about your new thing and see what that generates. So there you go. Let's do that.
Diggs. That's right.
And then I want to try this. Hold on. Let's see.
What
Does
we
this work?
doing?
Boom.
No.
There it is. Look at that. You
Hey,
talk.
cool.
I'm going to check that.
All right, so here's what I'm talking about. As I was I think I was on my Instagram page and I was looking through it and it was like, "Oh, holy crap." It's like 30, not 30. It's like 20 posts about trading cards, right? And like nothing else. And so I decided, I need to maybe break that out and then just post from that second account, and that'll be kind of like the home of all the things, which are, uh, oh, excuse me, Pokemonday, Casual Villainy, and Hero Worship. And what I do
And
is
you're doing excellent work, if I can
oh,
just say
thanks, man.
that. I
That's
really dig what you're doing.
okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, so basically I just kind of go through and find like cards that I own, cards that I want. It started off with you and I talking about racist trope villains, right?
Right, the
And we're
Red
like on
Skull,
Egg
the
Foo
curly
Young.
jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
as a
Yeah, the egg. Yes, I forgot
eggs,
about the egg.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Egg Foo Young or whatever the hell, the Mandarin. Um, which by the way, I have a fantastic Mandarin card to use. Um, so yeah, so it started with that, and then I would kind of like go and I would find different cards and different whatevers, uh, and just kind of like would post the card and just write a little blurb around them. Uh, and as it's become a little more structured, there's usually song lyrics at the beginning that somehow or another tie to the character or whatever it is I'm going to riff on. Uh, and then after that, it's just riffing, just kind of, what does the card make me feel? What does it tell me? What does it say? Um, and then, the Pokemon stuff, uh, somebody sent me one, used it as packaging on a card that I bought. So I
Yeah.
started looking at them. And then I went to the local card shop and I was looking in the case and it was like, well, these are actually, they're kind of fun. They're kind of cool. The illustration rares, the ones that are not character cards, but just like a picture, because some of them are really nice little illustrations and they 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 it's like a prompt for riffing, right?
Right,
Okay, here's
sure. Y
here's a orangutan in a van with a girl, and what the hell is that all about? Well, let's explore.
I am just a monkey man. I hope you are my monkey woman too. Ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen, the Stones.
the Stones, yes. Oh shit. And I think I tied that one to Real Genius.
Yes.
Um,
And
maybe it says
anytime you do that, I'm all in.
well, it was a moral imperative, really, because I'm like going, what is this monkey doing? I'm assuming the monkey's driving the van with the girl in it. Maybe I've got that dynamic wrong, but it just struck me as that very Laszlo moment where he's driving away at the end of the movie in the RV with the girl who's banging all the geniuses, and he's won 37% of the prizes
Yes.
for a
After he
burnout
came
who
out of the
lives under the
walls.
universe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you find Walt Laszlo? Did you follow him? Yeah. So
Uncle Rico, by the way.
Uncle Rico. Yeah. Oh my God. And that dude's been in a lot of shit. Wasn't he in The
Yeah.
Pretender too? As
Yeah,
like
and he was on White Lotus, which I know you didn't watch because you don't have HBO Max, but he was on that. He killed Jennifer Coolidge, I believe. I didn't finish
oh,
watching White Lotus. I didn't watch White Lotus. I watched a few episodes. I was like, yeah, this isn't for me. But because Mike White's a bit of a freak. But anyway,
but yeah, they turn out to be just kind of a lot of fun. Um, and I do try and like maybe link the cards together in some way. And once I realized that I screwed up Doctober, I really just bought in hard on Doc Timber to remember.
well, can I just say, I know you had a Dr. Light snafu and you had to pivot. The pivot was spectacular.
Yeah, Doc Ellis.
The psychedelic Doc Ellis was just amazing. I
Yeah,
love
lights
that
out, man.
card. I love the story behind that card. I mean, that is one of the greatest. I don't care what sport, what decade, what epoch. That is one of the
Yes.
greatest stories in the history of sports.
Yeah, because like what was it? He staying at a friend's house, didn't realize he had to pitch, dropped some acid, and then they're like, "Oh, you got to come in." And so He
threw a no-hitter, tripping balls on acid.
tripping balls on acid. I was reading a little bit about it. They were like, I didn't see the catcher, man. I don't remember the catcher. He had this reflective tape, and I just threw at the tape.
I don't think I've ever heard that part. That's
Yeah,
awesome. Awesomer.
Which,
Was
yeah,
probably spiraling and doing weird shit.
yeah, which is, a weird, it's like, oh, I landed my pitches well. I had good placement. I had good control. I threw at the tape, man. I just threw at the tape. Didn't pitch. I just chucked the ball at the tape.
The ball to tape, and nobody could touch me all night.
Yeah, show up the next couple of games in hair curlers. I mean, that story's funny. It gets a little sad because you realize that, oh, dude, I mean, that guy was fucking addict, but
Yeah, well,
and
yeah.
probably some
Well,
mental health issues. But yes, everything else up to that point, good times.
yeah, well, okay, fine. Ruin it for me.
I'm not ruining it. I'm trying to be. No, I guess I did ruin. I fucked that up.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
did. You fucked it up. I'm sorry.
Still a great
That's
story,
all right.
though.
It's an amazing story. It's one of the great.
And I
Like I
think he
said,
also admits to doing amphetamines before he pitched too. So
well, they used to keep buckets
Yes.
of greenies by the door, and guys were just taking them by the handful. They were all hopped up on speed in the 70s.
What was it they said is they interviewed Pete Rose about this. It's like, did you ever do that? He goes, nah, man. He goes, if I'd done that, I'd have hit another 1,000 hits.
Probably not wrong.
Probably not wrong.
There's a picture I
Just
saw.
running right down the baseline, doesn't stop. Hits the bullpen at the back of the stadium. And,
Has to start Forrest Gumping him. Stop.
He just stands there midway to the foul pole, looking at his feet, looking at the shit. Just
he might have killed somebody on the base paths on speed. He might have.
Yeah, he'd have gone barreling in like
just
high. He'd have just
he'd have thrown it. He'd have thrown a drop kick at second base.
He just comes flying in the air, cleats up. One of the funniest clips that pops up on my feeds from time to time is a pitcher, raises, doesn't hit the batter, but he throws way inside, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the batter's pissed off. Next pitch, he lays down a bunch down the first baseline. The pitcher comes out to field the ball, and he just turns and plows right through.
I've seen that one. Yes. Yes.
And they say the perfect bunt doesn't exist.
We can keep talking baseball. I'm gonna have to add like a bat on ball sounder so I can go.
Yeah, it's playoff season, man.
Yeah, and since both of our teams are out, I assume we're both rooting for the Padres at this point.
I thought they lost to the Cubs this afternoon.
Did they? I've been busy. I haven't seen. Are they out? Because if they are out, I don't know who I'm rooting for.
I think they are out.
Oh no, let me look. I'm looking. Oh, that would make
yeah.
me sad.
And I know. Detroit apparently decided. Oh yeah, we're a playoff caliber team. Not that we played like that in the last
for the second half.
We gave up 16 games. Fell backwards into the playoffs.
Cubs advanced to NLDS, so they took out.
They took out the Padres.
Yep. Tigers get last laugh. They beat the Guardians
yesterday.
And the Yankees are apparently beating the Red Sox right now. So because of course of all the games, we're gonna have to have the Yankees and Red Sox on in prime time. Oh, that's not boring at all.
Although I have an idea for casual villainy now. So
okay, I'm looking forward to this. I don't know what this prompted, but it can only be good.
They're fun. The last Pokemon Monday I did was perhaps the easiest one I've ever written. Gerald, the hater who hates your family and friends.
I have it up because it worked. I was grabbing the URL for the QR code that's over there.
Mm-hmm.
There
we go.
I really got to get better. There you go. You nailed it. Mm-hmm. So QR codes brought to you by Pedro's.
There we go. I'll do barcodes. You can do sponsors. There we go.
Sponsor. So
There will be
all
more.
right.
There will be more.
Oh, there will be more. I have no rooting interest in anymore in the playoffs. And I was getting excited about it. And now I guess Tigers, maybe? I
I
don't know.
think we still have Blue
Oh,
Jays.
it's Blue Jays Seattle. Is that right?
Yeah, Blue Jays, Seattle. I thought Milwaukee. How many buys are there?
Oh, Milwaukee and Philly are in it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This is okay. All right. I could get behind the Brewers or the Mariners, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably cheer for one of them. Probably not the Mariners since they knocked the Astros out. So I guess I'm going Brewers. All
There
right, you
you go.
heard it here first.
Brew Crew.
I'm going Brewers. See how that works out for me. They actually had the best record in baseball. I remember from updating the standings. So I'm not going out on a limb here.
No.
Especially. So
Also important to note, Doc pitched for the Pirates back in the 70s when they were good. So
and had the best hats ever.
yeah, the little pillbox.
The pillbox, yeah, they had the black with the yellow and the yellow with the black. That was a damn good team too, man. Oh, I loved that team. Parker and Stargell and Kent DeCulvey submarining in relief. Oh, that was a good team.
Submarine pitchers are weird to watch, man. I mean, because it looks like they're falling off the mound. You know, that ball. It's always interesting to me because, you know, as a batter, you're probably used to, you know, pitchers coming down at you. And here you are, that thing is coming like 6 inches off the ground and then up at your face.
And he weighed about $125, so he was throwing everything he had into that skinny little arm of his. It was just, and he wore glasses, so of course I was like, it was like him and Brian Dowling, who was a catcher for the Angels in the 70s, the only other major leaguer who wore glasses. So of course I loved those guys. You know, it's funny that this is because like I was in Houston over the weekend doing another round of clearing out the house, and we found more stuff that my mom kept from like when we were in elementary school. And I clearly loved baseball because everything I gave her revolved around baseball. One of them said, "Love is playing shortstop." I played shortstop for one season, so I was not good enough to be shortstop. Apparently, I was that year, but after that, it was all downhill. So
I would have kept
I
playing
loved
Little
baseball.
League if they had a DH. A lot of times I got put out in center field just because I could get all over the field.
Mhm.
First base a lot. Not that bad, you know. And then, yeah, if I could have DH'd in Little League, I'd have totally done that. That'd have been great.
I was a decent middle infielder. I was a better second baseman than a shortstop. But I did tell Dave, I have one like the one of two vivid memories that I have from playing Little League is that season when I played shortstop and I threw a guy out at home from deep in the hole.
Nice.
And someone went, "Whose kid was that?" I mean, that shit will stick, right? I mean, that's stupid because I was probably 9, maybe 8.
Nice.
I don't know. But it was a BB. I remember I could still see it in my head.
A little laser beam right to it.
Gunned the guy down at home. Yep.
Nice.
That in the time I nearly put a dude's eye out in senior league. So, you know.
Ooh, fun.
Ball was a pretty well hit infield ball, and it hit a rock just outside the dirt on the grass and hopped up into his face, and he went down. And I was around second before somebody called timeout and sent me back to first. You didn't call timeout till I was past second. I should get to stay on second at least.
Yeah, hell yes.
But anyway.
Yeah, we were playing volleyball and I caught a hold of one spike and it hit a dude right in the face and down he went. And I felt really bad for a second. And then I realized the guy I took out had been a dick all night long. So it was accidental. It looked intentional. It raised that heat level up, which for me is kind of exciting because now it's like I get to be the bad guy. I get to be the heel. And
say hello to the bad guy, Chico.
Listen to the bad guy, Chico. I will lean heavy into heel territory. I told you I was playing intramural softball in St. Louis, and I was being aggressive, and I went sliding into second, just stupidly, right? So the guy
Mhm.
tags me out. He comes up to bat, and he keeps hitting my glove as I'm catching. And it finally he throws down the bat. He's cursing me out, and I'm just trying to get set. I'm set back. He's doing that low sweep the bat
Mhm.
kind of, this is heavy lumber that I'm whatever. And I turned around and I walked behind the umpire and reached the glove over the umpire's shoulder and said, "Hey, motherfucker, is this far enough back for you?" Which he threw the bat down. The umpire laughed, told the guy to calm down. Later in the game, I'm catching and I'm on the front end of the plate. There's this girl coming at me from third base. I didn't know it at the time. It was that batter's girlfriend. And so I'm set up and
She tag her boobs.
yeah, the play is coming in. The ball
I
is
was
coming at
guessing.
yeah, little angry dagger boobs. And,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
just, yeah, it was like, yes. Someone had taped a rock to a watermelon. Anyway, so yeah, it was just they were. So she's hustling and she's coming at me, and I'm there catching him. The ball's coming in. I'm looking up at the ball. I look down, and I realize that she is going to try and run me over. And my first thought is, oh no. I look up, I look back, and she has veered off the base path. She is coming right at me, and I'm like, oh Christ! And so I set my feet. I duck down into like a semi crouch. Ball comes in. She goes to throw her weight against me. I pivot, come up into her like with a shoulder block, and
Did you throw her over your shoulder?
No, I launched her. I mean, it was like she hit a wall and went 45 degrees into the dugout, into the back of the backstop.
Jesus.
At least 2 feet completely, separated from it. Anyway, so she hits the backstop, and I walk over with the ball in my glove, and just whap her on the top of the head and go, out.
Nice.
And the umpire goes, no. It was a third out too, so I got to leave before that dugout came at me. And then afterwards, this is why I was dating Ann. Ann was out there apologizing. He just gets that way. He just gets that way.
Ann, no.
So we're walking back to the car. She goes, I had to apologize for you. And I turned on her and was like, never apologize for me. She brought that on. She came at me. She reaped it, what she sowed, something like that.
Right.
I was like, don't ever apologize for the shit that happens in game. It just is.
That's right.
And then the whole team is kind of like, whoa. That what the hell was that?
He's on our team.
Yeah. So anyway, always
she tried to truck you, and it didn't work out. Is what you're telling me?
It did not work out very badly for her. And it was all. I mean, it was kind of instinct. You saw him coming, and it's like, okay, I played football for all these years, so I kind of
right.
tensed up and got ready. And yeah. I was really surprised I didn't get beat up. But anyway.
Have I ever told you about getting ejected from a Little League game as a coach?
Yes, you did about those.
So
tell it again.
I'm going to tell the story because it's a fun story, right? So we were playing. This was okay. Many things were in play here. I was the manager of the boys' team. Laura was out of town for this particular game. We were playing the White Sox. We were the Astros, I think. Anyway, the other team was just wrecking us, right? My team was not very good. They had spirit, but talent was in short supply. One of my middle level kids was playing center field. The other team hit one out there. He misjudged the ball, hit him in the head, and he went down. Now, that's supposed to stop play. Kid hits the ground and doesn't get up. Play is supposed to stop. They didn't stop it. They just let him run around the bases, and then they didn't send him back.
Oh,
So, um, so I went I went back into my dugout and I had a binder that I carried with me with the rule book in it. And I opened it up and I walked out there and I'm like, have you seen this? I don't remember what I said, but essentially I'm like waving the rule book that he's not following at him. And he goes, you're out of here. Now, at the time of this incident, I was on the board of the Little League. And the rule was if you get ejected from a game, you have to leave the park. Not just the game, but the park. Well, as I just said, Laura was out of town. I couldn't leave the park. My children were still there. So about that time, shortly thereafter, I'm pacing around. I come out of the dugout and I go sit with the parents. And they're like, why are you out here? I'm like, I got ejected. And they're like, what? Yeah. And about that time, the guy who was the president of the league came up because I'm like, Vince, I got ejected. I know I'm supposed to leave. My wife's out of town. The kids are both here. Can I just go sit in my car till the game's over? I'm more than happy to do that. I don't, he's like, that's fine. Just don't be seen. I'm like, all right, I'll. And about that time, my assistant coach got himself ejected on purpose. So, so then we have to miss the next game. We can't coach the next game, which is fun. But you're also required to run the scoreboard or keep the book or whatever during or announce whichever. So whatever it was, we did that. And all the other guys who were helping us coach took over. But yeah, I got ejected from a Little League softball game for calling him up an idiot. And I've always kicked myself because I didn't kick any dirt. I missed the opportunity to Billy Martin that. It probably would have been worse.
Man,
but
kick some dirt, throw a trash can from the dugout, throw all the bats from the dugout.
Rip a base out of the ground and throw it across the field. That's a really good example for the 7-year-olds. Yeah. The dirt I probably could have done with a clear conscience. The rest of it would have been fun, but I probably wouldn't have been allowed to coach again. So, or be on the board, which was a whole thing. I've always thought I could write a book about one season in that league, but then I found out that Willie Geist's dad has already done it. William Geist wrote a book called Little League Confidential, and I was like, "Oh, this is the book I would have written." Okay, well, mine would have been. So, but that's another idea out the door. So much for that. Yeah. So ejected. What's on my resume? Ejected from a Little League game as a coach. One of my prouder moments.
We all have them.
Yep. Hey, do you want to skip forward to our normal thing next?
Sure, let's do that.
All right. Well, let's see.
You got fun stuff to talk about.
I'm on the wrong screen. Hold on. Damn it. I'm not prepared. Damn it. All right, let's try this again. Let's try this and do this the right way. I have to do it the hard way. Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
What's on your desk?
What is on my desk? Oh my, oh my, oh my. I cleaned my desk. Holy shit. Oh, wait. Here we go. All righty. We're ready. I'm getting better at the camera thing. There we go. Here's the big reveal.
All right, hit me.
So Funko, in addition to Pops and some other stuff, they do mystery minis where you buy a little box and maybe you get something good, which never happens because the ratios.
Sorry, I want to do that again.
Yeah, the ratios are so suck ass that, you can look at the box and pretty much guarantee what you get. However, I got one and I decided to keep it. It is the She-Ra.
Okay.
Funko Mini Retro Toys Mystery.
I thought it was when she popped her head at the first time. I thought it was Thena, which was going to be really funny. But it's
that would have been nice. Or Jane Foster would have been cool. I'll tell everybody it's Jane Foster.
They won't know the difference.
That's
awesome. That's cool.
Yeah, the other choices.
Who else do they make? Okay, we're on the same page. What else is available in this this assortment?
Crap. Street Sharks.
Oh, yuck.
Yeah, that one is kind of lame. Black Barbie. And I don't know if it's
Wham-a-lam.
Lam-a-lam. Yeah. Oh,
Black Barbie.
Hey,
Wham-a-lam.
Black Betty. Wham-a-lam. No one knows why she's there. Lam-a-lam. Whoa. Anyway. So the other choices were He-Man, Skeletor. I would have done Skeletor. Skeletor would have been fun. The shark, Polly Pocket. So you get like a little toy clamshell compact.
Okay.
Barney the dinosaur. I'm thinking maybe regular white Barbie.
Oh,
Uh,
white Barbie, wham a lamb.
Whoa, white lamb, damn lamb. She got no friends, damn lamb. Whoa.
Oh, white Barbie came from Alabama. Oh,
What Barbie? She was dry lamb. Da, da.
she wasn't
Game day
tail.
Barbie.
She wasn't bashful with her clam, wham a lamb.
Yeah.
Oh, white trash Barbie.
White chest Barbie. Lamb, lamb. Oh God. Shit, I used to know what the name of that one is. Oh, it's the Brat Squad maybe, or the High
Okay.
School Monster High.
Okay, Monster High. All right.
Don't recognize that character. Kind of looks like Shuri from Black Panther, but that can't be right. And the last two, which are kind of cool, is a Viewmaster and the CNC.
Oh, those are kind of cool.
You know, and you're sitting there like going, okay, which box is heavier? That would be that would be the Viewmaster, and then you get it home and it's that goddamn Street Shark.
Does it come with teeny tiny Viewmaster
Yeah, very,
reels?
very, very tiny rules. That would be
Teeny-
amazing, but no, sadly, no.
Hold on.
What, you got the Viewmaster?
I got reels.
I have a Viewmaster.
I found a bunch of reels at the
Happy
house.
days. Oh man, is that the one where he jumps a shark?
No, it's the one where Richie's voting for Eisenhower, and
Oh, he likes Ike, huh?
he likes Ike, yeah. And let's see, this one says Disneyland.
Okay, there we go.
Woody Woodpecker, Batman from the television series. Squiddly Diddly, which sounds like something that you get arrested for, but
Could be
Huckleberry Hound.
Oh, Squiddly Diddly. I know what that is. That's a Hanna-Barbera.
I do too. Yeah. There's a bunch of
I was thinking
Hanna-Barbera.
SpongeBob for a second, but you know what?
I've got. Oh, I'm gonna have to send this one to you. This is the animated Star Trek.
Oh, fun!
You have a Viewmaster?
I do have a Viewmaster.
This is Mr. Spock's Time Trek.
Ooh.
I have all three.
Oh wow!
Because my mother didn't throw anything away. Chili Willy. Oh, that one's missing some screens. Lassie rides the log flume. What?
Okay.
The dog on the log flume.
We put the dog on the long flume. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh, here's another one for you. Mexican bullfight.
Ooh, I've been to one.
I know. That's why I said it's for you. Lancelot Link, Secret Chimp. Yeah. All right, I'll send you
Monkey. Not a fetish.
Nothing wrong with simian fandom.
Not at all. Not at all.
So,
who doesn't?
I'm going to throw you a curveball today because I didn't bring what you thought I was going to bring.
Oh man, I thought. Okay,
hold on. Just I want to try and get the other piece before I do that
and do the whole.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I have a couple of things to make up for that. Have I shown this guy before?
Ooh, little green goblin.
What's from the like late 70s Pocket Heroes
by Mego.
Yep.
Yes.
And he's actually complete. He even has his trick back. He did not have a glider, which he had this little in the package. They came with this little like brick thing that like his Iron Sheik boots would hook into. So I would always use that as the
Death to Spider-Man. That's for Hulk Hogan.
I'm a bit of a scientist myself.
Fuck Hulk Hogan. That'd be fun. Have him just switch between the Iron Sheik and Norman Osborn.
And he would totally be down to do that. But yeah, I always used to use the little packaging for the glider since he didn't have one. But yeah, my goblin was disproportionately small to the rest of my Oh, I better not turn his head. I don't know that it's going to stay on if I do. All
He
right.
was just in the distance. It's a forced perspective. He
Perspective.
was in the distance.
But he had feet, so we know Liefeld wasn't involved.
We have
Uh, the other, so we've talked about. Okay, so I will just say, we'll tell the story, then I'll bring the stuff. So a couple of times the last 2 times I've gone to Houston, I've discovered the wonder that is Ollie's closeout store. Right, it's just fascinating to me. And I don't feel as dirty as when I go into Ross. So
I
I
went
feel
into Burlington.
dirty when I go into.
I went into Burlington Coat Factories while an active shoplifting was occurring, and the security guy just like watched them leave.
It's not getting paid to stop them.
No, I mean,
I know
these
when I
guys,
see the vest that say asset protection, you're not protecting anything.
yeah, only if it's burrito.
They're after your lunch, then maybe.
Then maybe he just kind of looked at him and shrugged. He turned back to the other employees like, "Oh, like what can I do?" And I'm thinking, you could have tripped him. I would have
Yeah.
tripped him. I mean, I guess maybe you've got rules of engagement so that you don't get sued, but really, what are they going to come away with? $1.50, $2.10, something like that?
Coupon.
Coupons, yes.
Okay, so that's interesting because one night, a couple of months ago, we were going into Target like late,
Mhm.
Laura and the boys and I, and somebody was coming out the entrance, and I looked at it, and about the time that they got clear of us, like the asset protection team started running out the door, and I'm like, oh, the boys and I should have just stood there. He wouldn't have gotten around us. If I'd have realized that dude was trying to walk out with a shopping cart full of stuff, I'd have just stood there.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize it till it was too late. I thought he was just a dumbass, right? So another opportunity missed. It just be a human blockade. But anyway, so all that is to say, the last time I went to Houston, I told you we've talked a few times about the Eternals movie and what a miss I think that was. I keep meaning to rewatch it to make sure I was right, although I don't think I really have to. But
it felt like there's people who love it, but man, I'm like you. It's like I feel like the boat was missed.
Yeah, but the first time I went to Ollie's, they had a handful of the multitude of Eternals action figures from the movie. I don't know why they made those action figures. That being said, you and I joked, I said I'm going to end up owning these. And because I love the Eternals as a comic property and I hate the movie and I'm just a masochist. So on the way into Houston the other night, I stopped at the one on the outskirts of town, and they had 5 of the 7. They had 5 of the 7 and the Selma Hayek one, which wasn't part of the. And I was like, son of a bitch. All right, they don't have all of them. I'm going to walk away. I can do this. And that's when I called you and said, go ahead.
No. I was going to say they've had how discounted were they? Because I think if you have like a rolling discount, they should.
They were super discounted. Let's just put it that way. So I walked away going, all right, I will look at the one by mom and dad's house. If they have the other 2, I might be in trouble. I'm going to have a problem walking away if I can walk away with a full set at this price, right? That's just right. Let's call it what it is. So Dava and I were going to meet for dinner. I stopped at there. We were going to meet. We're going to have dinner, and the Ollie's happens to be in that parking lot. And so I go in, and they had one of the 2. It's the only one they had, that one. And they had it in Legion, like just like sleeves of it. So I'm like, I bought it. I went, all right, guess I'm stopping on the way out of town. But I also bought another one at the other one I've been eyeing, and one another Marvel offshoot, and it's a completion thing for this one. So I bought Karnak. Not my favorite Inhuman, not the most stylistically interesting Inhuman, but maybe the best power of any of the Inhumans. He can detect weakness and exploit it. which I think was a great power if he wasn't always just kung fuing people. I see that you are insecure about your manhood. Let's go deep, Karnak. Let's do some psychological warfare. Now, the reason this is a completion piece for me is I so stupid. This is so stupid. I have a full royal family and I still have the full royal family from the Fantastic Four cartoon from the 90s.
Okay.
They made Black Bolt, Medusa, Triton, and Gorgon. Well, they didn't make this guy. So now he's got a tower over them. But
I was gonna say he's not in scale, is he? It's pretty.
No, I can't reach Black Bolt, but yeah, no, he's not in scale. He's gonna kind of like lord over them, like I've got imposed right now, like he's ready to go to war. So I bought Karnak.
He's right there in front of you.
With 3D House of Karnak. Woo! Woo!
Get the envelope out. Do the bit.
So I need to find Sprite, which for the Eternals to complete the set. And the funny part of that is, and I think I told you this, is all those figures come with parts to build a figure. And Sprite is the torso. So I have all the parts to make whichever one it is, except I have nothing to snap them all onto. So
just a
pile of parts and no body. And then they made the Angelina Jolie was apparently a Target exclusive, and I'm not ready to spend what that one's going for on it yet. I want to go to a convention and see if I can find somebody trying to unload one.
Convention, yeah, conventions. They're hit or miss, you know.
Yeah,
because like, I've gone looking for like Thing action figures, and it's like should be easy to spot. He's bright orange. I should be able to just kind of go to the tub, move some stuff around, and
find the orange rocks.
Find the orange rocks, but no, I can never. I could never quite do that. So,
is there a specific thing that you're looking for?
No, I'm full up on things. But I've gone to like the toy shows and everything, and it's just toy shows, like vintage toy shows here in our city. You almost never see anything interesting. You'll see a lot of stuff that basically has just come off the shelves. A lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a lot of G.I. Joe. Not my jam. But at the same time, I found the New Frontier Batman.
Oh wow!
Which is like, okay, that's a trade-off. And there's always like 3 tables of guys selling 3D prints. It's like, cool, you filament warrior. I'm not exactly sure you qualify as an artisan. Yeah, I'm not sure you qualify as an artisan if you're just uploading files and then going down to Starbucks and coming back to reap the rewards. Because then there was a farmer's market in Manhattan, and we went up there for Parents Weekend, and Babe blew us off. She went to the game, so we went to the farmer's market.
Nice.
And I said, I'm going to go buy a dragon. Chris is like, you're not buying a dragon. I go, no, I'm buying a dragon. There'll be a 3D print artist there. I'm buying a dragon because they all make dragons. So instead I bought a skeleton dude, but I came close to buying the dragon, except I wasn't going to spend more than the $4 I spent on the skeleton dude.
Buy a dragon and then just put it on a bed of pennies.
Lowercase Smog, yeah.
He's Haze.
He's slightly overcast. He'll burn off by noon. It's okay.
Okay, I made myself laugh with that one. All right, so this weekend is.
Oh, here we go. Sorry, I am looking up the Eternals figures.
Okay.
So what are the figure that they're building is?
It's Gilgamesh, I think.
Oh, okay.
The big Asian guy.
Icarus.
Got Icarus. That I've got everybody but Sprite. She's pretty reasonably priced on eBay. I may just bite the bullet so I can put Gilgamesh together, and then Thena can be the white whale.
The one that you hope to luck into.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spend it. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. But if I find it, great. And then there's of course the Warlord Crow monstrosity that they made. I'm just like, I don't even. That's no. I'm just not even
Was
doing
it
that.
supposed to be a deviant thing, or
Yeah, yeah. And I think I've expressed my displeasure with that because in the comics, that character is kind of human looking, but he's all pink. And apparently, he and Thena had a deviant eternal romance that was
ooh,
forbidden. So,
the
and then they
forbidden
turned him,
love?
and then they turned him into like whatever they turned him into in the movie and took all that away. So, anyway,
Huh.
yeah. The Eternals were when I first started collecting Thor in like 80, they were wrapping up a storyline with Thor and the Eternals. And I think that's
Okay.
where and then when I bought out all the comic books at the little drugstore in Mississippi, there were a couple of issues of Eternals in there and the original Kirby ones. And I still have
Ooh.
those and didn't know what the hell was going on. I've subsequently read that whole run. And I'm still not sure I know what was going on, but um it's still our Kirby art, right? So
But she got a little psychedelic there towards the end too, because like
oh
some of the, I mean, he paints that shit up like that guy was selling that blacklight poster, and I'm kind of thinking,
yeah,
really not that different from the final.
it's
Wow,
not.
we
I
just put
mean,
fluorescent
he
in the paint.
he was all in on the chariots of the gods thing. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So well, I, so this weekend is Comic Con pre-sale, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So that's Saturday. Saturday at
Hmm.
what time? I need to know.
I think the doors open 7:30 Pacific time, and then you've got
Oh,
that hour.
right.
So
Okay.
I guess that'd be 9:30 our time.
Yeah. Okay. I'll be glad to hop in and see if I can help or at least,
Okay.
secure my one day that I need to keep myself on the books. So
Oh yeah, I think
I don't want anybody burning a spot just to buy me one ticket, but you know.
I'll see what we can do, and yeah, um, yeah, I think
So
yeah, I think if we bought a 1 day ticket, that would, like you say, keep your spot open,
yeah,
so you could do it again next year. And a 1 day ticket, I mean, yeah,
give
I
me a
can,
Sunday. Get a Sunday.
yeah, I can sell that pass.
And you get will buy me and then whatever. And
Yeah, Sunday or
so
Thursday, the cheap
yeah,
days.
exactly. Exactly. It doesn't even matter. And you've got a birthday coming up in
I
like
know, I'm
11
taking
days.
the whole week of my birthday off.
Excellent. Good for you. What are you
I
doing?
know there nothing. I'm cleaning the house. I'm gonna list like everything I own on eBay just for shits and giggles or something. It's kind of funny because like so since I've been buying the cards for Pokemonday,
Mhm.
uh kind of dabbling your toes in that community, and man, they are in the throes of scalpers just fucking raping them. And they just don't even recognize it. It's like, oh, you think the bubble's gonna burst? It's like you have guys with like these faux stock tickers behind them telling you what cards to buy, and then that card goes up. They're not geniuses. They manipulated the market. That
Right.
dude said, I've got 140 of them. He gets the price up to like $70. He's sitting pretty.
Yeah.
And then the rest of you are sitting there with a card that I'm fairly certain within a month's time are going to be like, why the fuck did I spend $70 on this?
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
most of what I buy is like $5 or less.
That's a good plan actually.
And the woman who runs the little Pokemon desk,
Mhm.
I mean, she sees me coming. I went in there Tuesday night and she slid a stack of stuff over to me. And she goes, she goes, I just got all this stuff in, and she was flipping through it while I was flipping through. She goes, I'm thinking this is all stuff you would like. And I
Nice.
and I'm sitting there going, oh damn it. I do want that one. I do want that one. I do. So then I went and I felt like, oh my God, I bought, huge stack of like worthless cards. So I bought something that had some money in it, so that
That's
and
how
then
she got you.
that's
That's
how
how
she
she
got me.
got you.
That's the hook, yeah. But it was I was there once, and I was
And
telling
what does the
her,
hook do? What does the hook do? The hook brings
I
you back.
brings you back. So I'm in
And that
there,
is
and
never lie.
the lady and I are talking, and then this other woman comes in, and she's looking in, and she goes, "I just buy them for the art." And I go, and the lady goes, "Yeah, so does he." So we start talking. Then they start talking about Bobby Witt Jr. living like 5 minutes away from the card shop, right?
Oh wow.
Yeah, he like lives in a totally suburban neighborhood. But she goes, "Yeah, he comes
And you
by
have
the
his
shop."
card.
I have his card in when the sort of I'll never buy another box of cards again because I've blown all my luck.
Right?
Anyway, it turns out this lady, we're talking, she's talking, and the woman behind the counter, she goes, "You own, it's not the deli, it's the," she goes, "Meshuggah Bagel." And I should be excited about Bobby Witt Jr. and the possibility I might be in this shop and this guy will come in. Instead, I turn around and I go, "You own Meshuggah? Oh my God." And these came out of my mouth. I am such a fan. I go, okay, that came out totally wrong. I don't mean to fanboy over bagels, but when you guys closed up north, I was crushed. I'm glad you're back. I love going in there. Lox, the cream cheese, the tomatoes, they make this everything bagel with lox and cream. It's just amazing. And they put on
Nice.
like an inch and a half of schmear. So you bite into it and it's just like all cream cheese, little fish, little salt. Um, so yeah, I'm hoping now that
And what's your bagel of choice?
it is the pastrami encrusted lox with the schmear of cream cheese, plain cream cheese on an everything bagel.
Okay.
And I go ahead and I do the tomato, the red onion, and the capers.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
All right. You're all in.
I am all in. I am totally. I could be a decent Jew. I think.
Except for the whole pork thing.
As long as if there's nothing more to it than that bagel, I'm cool. I've got it down.
It's the whole learning another language,
Yeah, it's like one of the few Yiddish words I know is meshuggah and
Yeah.
bagel and lox.
Yeah, you're off to a running start.
I got to watch some more Mel Brooks movies to fill in the gaps.
Schwartz.
Schwartz, Schwanz.
So nice.
Yes, but I fanboyed over a bagel shop,
I don't think
and
there's anything wrong with that.
yeah, she was very pleased with it, and yeah, I think she goes, "I've seen you at the shop." I go, "I try and get down there every couple of weeks." Yeah, she goes, "Okay, okay." I'm like, "All right, I'm getting a free
Nice.
bagel. I'm
Yeah,
getting a
you
free
are.
bagel at some
Yeah,
time."
you are. Yeah, you are.
And then we'll go there and we'll
Um,
talk about Pokemon cards.
whatever it
My
takes to get
life
the
is
free
fucked
bagel.
up. Yeah.
All right. So I when we were in San Diego, I talked to John about coming on as a guest.
Mhm.
And I think this might next podcast, I'll reach out to him. I think maybe next time would be a good time to have him since we are in October and it is, as the kids say, spooky season, and he's a horror
Oh,
guy.
he's a horror guy. He's a
He can come
huge
on and talk horror movies, maybe, then tell us about things we should be watching if we care to. What do you think?
I think that would be up John's alley, yeah.
All right. Cool.
I think
Well,
that I think that could be fun. I mean,
I will reach out to him and make sure he has something on his desk and we will
these are the rules. You gotta have
you
something on your
have
desk
something
to
on your
talk
desk.
about.
It's our only rule. When the
Hey,
time
man,
comes, you must have something on your desk.
when you hear the
Um,
magic tones, then you better reach
uh,
for something on that desk and tell us a
that's
story.
right. Reach for the sky. All right. Well, in that case, we've made it an hour somehow
Nice.
with nothing really to talk about. Let's go ahead and call this one while we're ahead. This will be the end of episode 95 of Slurp Toast, the podcast, joined today by Shira. And just a reminder, I have a radio show on Mondays at 8 Central, KWVH 94.3 and KWVH.org. They have an app. You can stream it. They have an archive. You can listen to it later if you're so inclined. and I'd appreciate the listens. And I'm not going to plug that anymore tonight. We're going to call this one until next week. Our next time, I'm still Bruce.
I'm still Steve.
And we'll see you in a couple of weeks, kids.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.